For a long time, small businesses competing online were working with a hand that was stacked against them. The big brands owned the high-volume keywords. They had the domain authority, the ad budgets, and the brand recognition to dominate broad search terms. So small businesses did what they had to do. They chased generic keywords they couldn't really win, or they went after long-tail keywords because the competition was lower. That wasn't a bad strategy. Long-tail keywords convert well, but it was always a workaround, a way of finding the edges of a game that was largely built for bigger players. Then search engines got smarter about local placement, and that helped. A small HVAC company in Midtown, USA, could start showing up for searches that actually mattered in their market. It was progress, but it was still reactive. Small businesses adapting to whatever the landscape allowed. Local SEO was a real step forward, but it came with a ceiling. Those results don't tend to travel outside the radius. You could own your market locally and still be invisible everywhere else. The visibility was real, but it was contained. What's different now is that LLMs don't have that boundary. A well-positioned business can surface in a conversation happening anywhere. Not because they bought their way in, but because they built the right kind of authority around a specific problem. That's a fundamentally different kind of reach, and it's available to small businesses in a way it never has been before. So what are LLMs actually looking for? They're not crawling for keywords, they're looking for signals. Clarity of expertise, consistency of messaging, structured content that answers specific questions for specific people, in specific places. The more precisely a business speaks to a defined problem, the stronger that signal is. Large brands are generic by design. They have to appeal to the widest possible audience. That's how they operate at scale. But that structure works against them here. Broad messaging produces a weak signal, and a weak signal doesn't get surfaced when someone is asking a specific question and expecting a specific answer. For the first time, the thing that makes a small business small, the focus, the specificity, the deep knowledge of a narrow market, is exactly what these systems are built to recognize. Let me make this concrete. Say someone opens ChatGPT and types, "Who's the best HVAC company for older homes in Midtown, USA?" The national brand with the large ad budget doesn't automatically win that response. The LLM is looking for the clearest, most authoritative signal around that specific problem. Now think about what an older market like this actually presents for HVAC. The housing stock, neighborhoods built decades ago, have aging ductwork, systems that weren't designed for modern efficiency standards, and unique challenges that a generic service page doesn't address. A local HVAC company that has built content around those specific problems, the local climate, the demands older homes place on HVAC systems, what homeowners in those neighborhoods actually need to know, that company is producing a strong signal. They're not just findable, they're the answer. A national brand with a generic service page is not. Now I want to be direct about something. This isn't automatic. Having a small business doesn't give you the advantage. Building clarity gives you the advantage. And most small businesses haven't done that work yet. What it actually requires is intentional positioning, understanding who you serve and being specific about it, structuring your content and messaging in a way that language models can interpret cleanly, building authority signals that are consistent and credible over time. That's not a technical exercise, it's a strategic one. And it's exactly the kind of work that separates businesses that are growing right now from ones that are wondering why nothing is moving. This window won't stay open indefinitely. Large brands will eventually figure out how to adapt their content strategies for AI-driven search. They have the resources to do it, and they will. But right now, there's a gap. Small businesses that move to establish clear, specific, structured authority in their niche right now are building positioning that becomes very difficult to displace later. The businesses I'm watching succeed aren't outspending anyone. They're out-clarifying them. So here's what I keep coming back to. Small businesses have spent years adapting to a game that wasn't built for them, chasing keywords they couldn't win, finding workarounds, staying within the radius. LLMs are the first shift where the advantage genuinely belongs to the business that knows its customer, knows its market, and has built something specific and credible around a real problem. The playing field isn't leveling because small businesses are getting bigger. It's leveling because clarity is finally being rewarded over volume. That's the opportunity. The question is whether you're going to build for it. If you're a small business owner navigating this, or a marketer helping clients think through it, I'd love to hear what you're seeing in the comments. And if this was useful, subscribe. I share what I'm learning after 2 decades in digital marketing, and I try to keep it practical and honest. Thanks for watching.